So Hickton here. Thought I'd try my new Fitbit and see if it works. I've got so many blog posts going through my head and I have so many half-starter ones and I just cannot get the attention span to finish one. So I thought I'd try using this just to get something out. Just some thoughts about identity and identity online and identity in the workplace and the blurring. This came to my attention a little bit last year where I was trying to set up a Ning community for work, and I found out that with Ning you can only have one profile picture, and so between your different communities you have the same profile picture, which in a normal scenario is okay, but for me I guess I've branded myself out there in cyberspace as Evil Sue, and therefore in Ning I was Evil Sue. So when I was trying to do this for work, my boss was really concerned about the labelling and the picture that I traditionally have in there and wanted me to remove it, which I guess worried me because that's how I kind of see myself online. Interestingly, that kind of blew over. We never proceeded with the Ning community, so it didn't have to go any further, but it was the first time it kind of reared its head. It reared its head a little bit at work the other day when we were just with my colleagues and I talking, and one of my colleagues was saying she wanted some help with Facebook. She didn't know how to use it. She was asking, if I do this, can someone see that? And we're going, well, yeah, anyone can see that. And this kind of was leading me to the idea of identity and the connection to your digital footprint. I just Googled myself and I got like 2,600 hits, which probably isn't as many as good Sue Waters, the better half of the Sues. And but just the kinds of things it threw up and how much control you have over your own branding and footprint on the web. Obviously, if you comment on a blog or have your own website, you're really putting yourself out there into cyberspace and on the internet. But for example, we've had reports tabled in Parliament and my name's in it, so I've got no control over that. But that's okay, it's Parliament. There's nothing really much of a concern there. But where my concern is, and I don't know why I'm worrying about it so much now. I'm not worrying about it that much, but it's just gnawing at me, is I say things now on Twitter or Facebook, or I've got a photo with Flickr up there at the moment that just says, oh fuck, because it's a picture of rust in the strata on my patio. And if people Google me, they can find these things. And then what impact does that have on future employment or people's perceptions of you? I was trying to explain Twitter to my colleagues, and one of them joined Twitter, and then my most recent post was like in the morning as I was running out the door for work, which was, oh fuck, I've lost my macro lens. And I'd been trying to explain that Twitter was my professional kind of network, learning network. And they asked, well, how can that be? How can you speak like that in your professional network? Yeah, food for thought. I know Sue Waters a while back changed from her moniker from DS Waters on a lot of her sites to Sue Waters, and her argument or hypothesis was that you are the same person whether it's at work or in private. And while I tend to agree with that, I don't think I've said anything out there that I'd ever really be embarrassed about. That Michael Coghlan does have me tweeting from a rooftop in Melbourne about being lost and drunk and drinking Pims, I think it was, on a roof in a lawn bowls club in the middle of the night in Melbourne somewhere. But I don't know, is this something we should be worried about, or do I just not worry and just think about what I say, which you should do anyway because it's an electronic medium and everything's traceable. But yeah, I can't focus long enough, I guess, at the moment to do all the reading and the digging that I need to around this, but I just wanted to kind of articulate some of my thoughts, and as incoherent and unclear as they are, And really, this is just a whole new way of working, and it's just a whole new paradigm that we have to get our heads around. There's a whole new paradigm we have to teach our students about, and our staff about, and the world about. And if I'm struggling to kind of get my head around it, how the hell are they?